What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon Showdown today in the zero use tier and using this team I made around Choice Band, Stakeout, Mabosstiff. Mabosstiff is one of the coolest Pokemon from Gen 9, and I never feel like I used it as much as a lot of people did, especially since Stakeout is a pretty unique ability, and Mabosstiff might just be the best user of it. I think there's Thievul, which is not in Scarlet and Violet right now. I think it would mostly run Unburden. That would be its like more successful set, but it could also run Stakeout and be kind of fun with it. But then there's just Spidops, Gumshoes, and then Mabosstiff. But looking at their attack stats, I mean, you've got the 120. Of course, Gumshoes also has adaptability, which is pretty freaking strong as well. But yeah, I don't feel like I've used this guy that much, and also just used it in the trading card game recently, and it got an upgrade in the trading card game. So I thought it'd be fun to try it out on Pokemon Showdown, and it's in the zero use tier. And as I got to building the team, first two partners I've got paired with it are two pivots to try and just get it in so we can just go for some strong dark attacks. I wanted a rapid spinner, and I was looking at Toadscroll, and then I was like, why don't we just make a whole Arven's theme team? And that's what it turned into, why we have Greedent and Scovillain. If you didn't know, Arven in the video game has both all of these guys, Toadscroll, Greedent, Scovillain, and of course it has the Mabosstiff. I believe it also has Garganacl and Cloyster. I didn't remember all these, I had to look them up, so I could be wrong, but yeah, it sounded fun to try this kind of silly team, but also like Mabosstiff's it's not a bad Pokemon. I mean, it is zero use, but it's not a bad Pokemon down on zero use. It's pretty scary. So I've tested it a couple times. It's gone all right, but taking a little bit to find games. So I figured let's hop into it. But let's go over the rest of the team real quick, and then we'll hop into the games. So Mabosstiff, Stakeout. If you don't even know what this ability does, it is a very uncommon one. This Pokemon's offensive stat is doubled against a target that switched in this turn. So as long as the Pokemon that it is targeting, and because we're in a single battle, you know, we're always targeting the guy that our opponent has out. As long as we are targeting that guy and they switched out, so whoever it is, you know, switched out, came in, or switched in this turn, whatever the frick, then we could do double the damage, or our offensive stat is doubled, so I believe our attack stat would be doubled. Meaning, if we can get this guy in on like a favorable matchup, and then our opponent's like, oh shoot, I gotta switch, and then they have a switch in, well, it's probably not a switch in anymore. And if we're in a favorable matchup anyways, we're just gonna be hopefully guaranteeing getting a knockout with this thing, is the idea. It's a pretty good ability, and Mabosstiff does have the decent attack stat. And to make it even scarier, we have a Choice Band with Terra Dark, so we can hopefully spam Crunch. Then for our coverage, actually really good coverage, we got Play Rough and Psychic Fangs. This is literally a recommended set. So, and then for our last set, our last move, we have Destiny Bond. So it probably is a little bit better on a Choice Scarf Mabosstiff, but still I think we can get value out of it. We use this, and if we're not going to knock out the guy, you know, it makes kind of sense to use this, and then maybe they knock us out, and then we knock them out because of a Destiny Bond. So, and also something to note, so we have the base 85 speed tier, which if we were running a Choice Scarf, or maybe if we were running on Sticky Web, we'd outspeed like Passimian, a Choice Scarf Passimian, which is like one of the most common Choice Scarfers in the tier. Base 85 speed is pretty good. So, and our bulk is not bad. Then we have Choice Scarf Passimian and just a Fizdef, Rocky Helmet, Mesprit. Both these guys have U-turn. Passimian, I figured, could be a revenge killer, some speed control, pivot in our Mabosstiff. You know, it's a fighting type. Our opponent may be switching to some poison guys or psychic guys. And Mabosstiff, of course, has a really good matchup into psychic guys. Not the worst matchup against psychic guys, but then we could go into Mesprit and we just do the same thing and maybe get in the Mabosstiff. But figured it'd be pretty good with alongside the Mabosstiff being a strong physical attacker. Just got Terra Fighting Close Combat, Knockoff, remove items, dark coverage, U-turn to pivot, and then Rock Slide for Charizard with Defiant. So if we have a stat drop, we get +2 attack. And yep, just max speed, max attack. Mesprit, we've got Stealth Rocks, Psychic Noise, U-turn with the Rocky Helmet because we are Fizdef, and being able to chip guys down seems nice. I don't really care too much about the leftovers recovery, just want to weaken them. And then we got Terra Fairy for a nice defensive type. Being able to immune, I don't know, I'm kind of scared of Diplin. Being able to immune its dragon move and then Psychic Noise turning off its grass move might be one of our best ways to deal with it. We'd have Toxic on this, that would help. But, you know, physical wall Dipplin is, and it could be difficult to deal with. And then on our last side, we got Trick Room, and that's because we got the Greedent. So Trick Room, it could come in handy in some other situations, but Greedent will definitely benefit from it. Other Pokemon aren't the fastest, so it actually might come up in some other situations, but it's here for Greedent. And I'd used a Trick Room Mesprit like this, where you just have Trick Room kind of hidden in the last slot, and it works out pretty well. So I figured it'd pair well with the Greedent. Then we got Toedscruel. It's our Rapid Spinner, also a ground type, so it's immune to Volt Switch, immune to that from like a Jolteon, which I thought could be a little annoying. Other pivots like Floatzel could be pretty scary, but Mesprit should hopefully wear it down. We just have to somehow eventually be able to finish it off. But we have a offensive Rapid Spinner, nice typing. We have our Stabs, Earth Power, Leaf Storm. Instead of Sludge Bomb or Knockoff, we're going with Toxic, just because being able to get a Toxic on something, well, we don't have the bulkiest team. Like, could maybe put it on a timer, and then maybe we could actually beat things that we can't beat otherwise. I'm not sure. Could be pretty good versus setup guys too. Then we have Eject Pack alongside the Leaf Storm, so we have like basically a third pivot one time with the Leaf Storm plus Eject Pack. So if our stats are lowered, it switches to a chosen ally. I always mix this one up with a button, but yeah, this one is when we do it ourselves or whatever. Not when you get by a hit or whatever. And then Terra Water to have some resistances to like water and fire, since we don't really have that. And then we got the Greedent. Instead of Belly Drum, or instead of Body Slam, we're going with Facade though. This is also a recommended set from last gen. I did actually use a Belly Drum Greedent earlier this gen, and I'd used Body Slam, but I like the idea of Facade just because we don't have any protection, and we actually have a lot of healing. So if we're able to tank a status move from somebody while setting up, we'll have an even stronger Facade. It does, of course, weaken these if it's a burn, but still, I mean, having the stronger Facade seems nice. And the difference in power between Body Slam and Facade isn't much. And we don't need the paras since we have Trick Room. So then we got Terra Ghost to immune fighting, give ourselves like a setup opportunity potentially, or just immune fighting. And yeah, it's a Belly Drum set because that's pretty much what you can do with what you can do with Greedent. It actually does have some other moves, but like stat wise, and I mean, looking at the moves again, it's mostly physical moves that it would benefit from. And I think it might have, yeah, it's got like Curse. Does it have like some other odd set of moves? It might. Oh, Sword Stance, that's like decent, but we're really slow, so we'd still want a Trick Room probably. So yeah, Greedent, it's a fun Pokemon, but it can do something, I think. And then the last out, we got Scovillain. This one is a little bit out there, but we got Sunny Day. Maybe we're able to click Sunny Day, and then we're Scovillain. Scovillain's pretty scary in the sun. It's just getting the Sunny Day off will be the problem. Terra Rock would give us a, you know, some resistances to stuff that maybe we'd be able to set up a Sunny Day on, though if our opponent has Terra, they'll probably Terra in response just to knock us out. But if we're able to, Terra Rock would let us like get a Sunny Day off, also give us coverage and Terra Blast. And then we have Energy Ball instead of Solar Beam, just because we don't have Sun otherwise. So unless this guy sets up Sun for himself, we're not going to get this, be able to use Solar Beam. So I'd rather have a grass move we can use all the time. And then Flamethrower, so we have a fire move that doesn't miss. It's very strong still, coming off of our plus special attack base 108, and boots, so we're not taking hazards. And yeah, it's a silly team. I think it can do all right though, but I'm gonna try and do my best to like get into Mabosstiff and click buttons, and then maybe do some surprise things with these guys in the back. Let's hop on the games. Hopefully it works out all right. All right, we got one. Ooh, they have a Dipplin, they have a Muck, got a Fairy too, and a Floatzel. They got a lot of good things and some scary things and some bulky things. I don't think leading Toedscruels, I mean, it'd be okay, but I think if they just lead Floatzel, they could just kill us. I'd rather lead something like Passimian, and we could potentially U-turn on them. Something to note that I thought was kind of cool was Scovillain as a decent matchup in a Whimsicott. We have horrible bulk, but like we do resist grass and fairy, and Whimsicott's one of like the only best fairy types that could be annoying for Mabosstiff, so that is kind of nice. Well, let's just lead this, see what happens. I think we would kill this with a close combat, and I don't think they would kill us, so I'm gonna U-turn. I want to get in Mabosstiff on Mesprit, but I don't know if that's what they're gonna do. Hopefully they do. I mean, otherwise we close combat. Yeah, we'll just close combat. All right. I would have also liked to U-turn on this, but this is all right. And then let's go. If I hard switch into this, it's going to be pretty obvious I have like Toxic or something. I think they'll go for maybe like Giga Drain or something. I have nothing to, like, I can't slow pivot on this, which is not great. All right, whatever. We're just going to hard switch into this and try and Toxic them. I'm just going to click it. If we don't get it, whatever. But getting a Toxic on this would be good. Or this. That's great. And I'm just going to Leaf Storm. Okay. I'm not going to Leaf Storm. I'm going to go into Scovillain. We can take a single hit. Moonblast. Yeah, we're fine. And they're going to U-turn, I think. Into, well, yeah, they're probably going to Muck, right? So I could Flamethrower. Let's just Flamethrower. We can weaken this a little bit. Okay. We don't see an item, so... But that did a lot, so I don't think they're Assault Vest. Yeah, I don't think they're Assault Vest. Their Rocker is Mesprit. I think we go into this. I don't know. They knock off our Eject Pack. Didn't I already use that? No, I didn't, because they Encored us. I don't know. I didn't want to lose my helmet, and I don't want it to get super weakened from the Floatzel. So, yeah, I'm just going to click Earth Power. They must just be offensive. That's pretty good. And now I can just go into Mabosstiff and click Crunch. Scovillain can't really switch in again. Yeah, we're gonna need to get the Trick Room up, and hopefully Gradient can do something. If I Terra and Crunch, how much would we do to Dipplin? I don't think they would hard switch into Dipplin, but what if they did? We could kill it then. Do we need to though? No, I think we're fine. Yeah, we can just Crunch. Okay, dang it. Well, we may be able to kill Whimsicott if we just Terra Dark. Let's see what comes in. Dipplin. We're not doing enough. Darn you, Dipplin. Also, they do have Encore for Greedent. Well, I could just hard switch into Scovillain, because otherwise we're never going to get Scovillain in again. So, sure, let's just do that. Alright. Yeah, this is better, because then I can... Well, I mean, I can Terra Fairy on that thing later, too. If I click Sunny Day, do we get anything out of that, really? We do weaken water moves. And then we'll hit them a little bit harder, but I think they'll just recover here. But they do just Dragon Tail. Okay. Then we'll U-turn into Mesprit. They should heal, but maybe they don't. Yeah, they're just being aggressive, which makes sense. All right, now I have to Terra Fairy Psychic Noise, otherwise we could just get destroyed by this thing. Okay, so they're probably Helmet. And now I don't want to take damage. I think I want to just go Mabosstiff and go for the crunch. If I click rocks, it would help versus getting Dipplin in range of something. But if I get this guy in, I think it would be better. I'm just going to hard switch into it. Let's go for crunch. Okay, nearly did. Nice. Okay. That's okay. Maybe. Weasel will have the Trick Room. In comes Floatzel. Honestly, I think I sack this. Maybe Scovillain could still do something. Dang it. All right, I think they're choice banded. Hopefully they're choice banded. Mabosstiff, Floatzel. I saw Flip Turn. I got like excited. Maybe we would live. Yeah, they're banded because this one doesn't kill. That's Adamant Scarfed. So they're choice banned. Okay. Which means they have Aqua Jet. That Whimsicott's gonna be a problem with Encore. I could go Greedent and just click Belly Drum. But then they're gonna knock off or maybe switch into Dipplin, and then they're just gonna go back into Mesprit, sack it, and then they're gonna kill me with Choice Band Floatzel. Alright, let's try this. We go this. I can click. I mean, we're just gonna kill this, basically, is all that's gonna happen, but that's okay. Energy Ball probably would have been better, I don't know. I didn't want to click a Sunny Day yet because we would just die. I could switch into Mesprit here. But I don't think that then we live a hit from Whimsicott. So I'm gonna click Sunny Day. We're gonna die. Whimsicott comes in or Lantern. Passimian, I think, can live a hit from Floatzel. Nope. Not with, well, with Roxette we have a chance. Small chance. Okay. I could go Mesprit, click Trick Room, hard switch into Greedent. You know what? Let's just do it. See what happens. Might not work out great. But they're on a timer with the Toxic, so I could see them. And maybe they don't have U-turn. I don't know. Alright, Greedent. Damn you. Alright. That was a good call going for that. Now I can't set up versus this. And I don't know if we'll kill with Facade. Oh my goodness. That would have been great to go for Belly Drum there. Well, yeah, I don't know if they expected what I did there, but we could have gone for the U-turn and then we wouldn't have taken that hit. Now I have to like hope that they don't go for Dragon Tail. Let's see if they do it. Okay. Well, I don't think we're killing them still. I don't think we're killing them still. Yeah, we'll click rocks, I guess. And we're gonna forfeit. All right, we got one up against a cool Smeargle team. Do not know what is it. Tailwind. These guys do Tailwind, but I mean, this guy gets Sword Stance. I don't think this guy gets a boosting move. Maybe it's Screens. It could be Throat Spray something. I thought about that. You could do, I think Metal Sound boosts you with Throat Spray or something. I don't know. We'll see. And we have no way to prevent whatever they're going to do. I think I'll just lead Toad Squirrel. We can't be paralyzed, right? That's cool. I'll just Earth Power. No point to Rapid Spin, like, or whatever, you know? Okay. Rocks it could be worse. Rocks aren't the worst thing, so I'm gonna just Earth Power again, and we're alive. Nice. We have our Jetpack. Illumise. This guy can't Encore us. I'm gonna try and Toxic. Nice. I figured it was a support one. I mean, I know we're weak to Bug and all, but we'll spin. All right. Then I'm gonna stay in and go for Toxic for one more turn. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, they're dying. I'm gonna Rapid Spin again. This works out pretty well. And yeah, they don't have a poison type, and I don't think you can roost through Toxic, so. Let's see, how much does it do now? 47 to, wow. So what is that, 36? Something's getting poisoned here. Poison on this would be huge, nice. And 2 more turns of Trick Room. I don't think Passimian should die to Sucker Punch. It could, though. Also, Mabosstiff is faster. I'm gonna try and Rapid Spin. All right, we're dead. And Scovillain doesn't seem too bad. I think we sack the Greedent here. Excuse me. Oh, wait, they also have the Dark move, but... Or a Sucker Punch, I should say. I meant to say. Yeah, let's just go into this. And we'll click Knockoff. I don't know if I should have done that, but... Now, who's got better bulk? Apparently Passimian does, so I'll go Passimian and I'll click U-turn. And then we'll get Mabosstiff in maybe on Rowska and click a Dark move. We're immune to Prankster stuff because we're a Dark type, so they can't do anything with us with this thing. Yeah, we'll send out this guy. If they go into this, we'll play rough, I guess. If they go into this, they're dead. I mean, they've got to be dead. You've got to be dead, right? Yeah, you're super dead, man. Do you have a Colbert Berry? What is it, max HP? If they're max defense, they could live. Would we need our Terra? I don't know. Let's just make sure they die. Let's go. Nice. Now this guy should die. I don't think Electrode kills us. I don't think this kills us. Yeah. Thank God. All right. This guy allows speed us. I'm just gonna click Crunch. All right. Well, we got 2 with it, and yeah, we'll go Passimian. We'll click the U-turn. That should kill them. Sack Mesprit. Go back into Scovillain. Nice, we'll just go Skill Villain. And we can knock out the Shift Tree. Hey, the team worked. Their team was pretty cool. I'm guessing it was just, you know, Trick Room, and Cacturne's also a very strong Pokemon, but it's speed. All right, we got one. And another Smeargle team. And it must be, what's it called? Court Change, Sticky Web. And T-Spikes, right? Because this guy's got Quick Feet. But then there's Blossom. Maybe there's something there. I don't know. Well, we have a spinner. So, I think we can stop that, but this guy, you know, can do the whole I don't let you spin thing. Start off with an Earth Power. Sweet. Don't have to go for Rapid Spin because we outspeed them. I could click Toxic, then I could Leaf Storm. Toxic would break through a thing, and then Leaf Storm would cover for Mismagius. Well, and Toxic would cover for it too. So, sure, let's just Toxic. Ooh, that feels good. And I mean, I could just Leaf Storm now. That sounds pretty decent. So let's just go for the Leaf Storm. Not bad. And now we can go into Choice Scarf Passimian. Yeah, let's do that. Pretty low. And I want to U-turn, but I don't think we're knocking them out. Double knockoff though would KO this guy, wouldn't let them do their thing. So that would be fine. If we kill them with U-turn though, I mean, I'd U-turn. Let's leave that one. 20 to 24. Nope. All right, we'll just knock off. Okay, good. Yeah, knockoff does 100%. So. All right, now we go back into Toedscruel. They could Burning Bulwark, but yeah. Now they have to Terra if they want to prevent us from getting rid of the webs. Maybe I should have just went for knockoff. Burning Bulwark doesn't protect from status moves, does it? Yeah, so I could Toxic. Might as well. Nice. And now I'm gonna try and spin. I don't know. Wait. I could just kill them maybe. Oh yeah, I almost... That would have been bad. Yeah, I think we can just kill them. Yes. All right. Yeah, we can just Leaf Storm now. So that worked out really well. So now we have webs, but we can get rid of the webs. Toxic. Nice. Toedscruel, man. And yeah, might as well Rapid Spin. Okay, we get him a defense raise. Sure. And then nothing Ingredient's gonna do. I guess we could go Mesprit, try and Trick Room. I just want to lose as few Pokemon as possible to this. Maybe just staying in with this and just what do we do now? Just Rapid Spin? 5%? I think similar things gonna happen. They're not gonna be able to heal through the toxic damage. Okay. Where do they end up at? They're dead at the next turn of toxic, right? Let's go with this. They can kill us, but they're not going to heal with Giga Drain enough, I don't think. And I think we actually would outspeed them after a Sunny Day. So we'll just click Sunny Day. I think we'll outspeed them. If we don't... wait, they just die! Let's go, villain! And flamethrower is strong. All right, not strong enough. But we're tanky. Kind of. Let's go. Toadsquirrel was disgusting. Getting toxic on this. We are going to give this thing a boost. But we have Scarfers. They haven't Terra'd. And yeah, I think we Flamethrower. Okay. We did just give them a Rage Fist boost. I could click Mesprit, Terra Fairy, Psychic Noise. We shouldn't die. Yeah, we shouldn't die. So I think we can just safely click Psychic Noise. Kind of safely. I don't know. We did just boost the Rage Fist again. Oh, we just go Greedent. They can't hit us with Drain Punch. Well, they can't for that turn. Now they can. So I Terra Ghost and knock off. I don't know. And they can't heal. They can kill us with Rage Fist. Yeah, what could go wrong? Well, just Rage Fist, yeah. Okay. And yeah, did I just lose? They still haven't Terra'd. I can hit a Play Rough or hope they don't have Terra Ghost. They definitely have Terra Ghost. Also, I could Destiny Bond. That sounds way more cool. Let's go! All right. Thank God. Okay, and I think Passimian can beat this, hopefully. Then we go Mesprits. We're just gonna weaken them as much as we can. I don't want to click Trick Room because then they'll outspeed us. Yeah, I think we just spam this. Okay. That goes through that. And then we win. Because I don't think we did. Let's go! Woo! Destiny Bond came in handy. All right, we got one. Up against Mono Ghost. Mabosstiff! Do we just lead it? We could also double knock off this. Let's just lead it. Okay, they are leading this. They could be like Destiny Bond, that sort of a thing. Thunder Wave is a little annoying. Yeah, I kind of wish I didn't lead this now. I'm gonna go for Crunch. Okay, thank God. I didn't want them to Destiny Bond us. I still think we're pretty fine. Oh, dang it. All right. Ow. No life orbs. Well, we got one. We got a second dark type, kind of. We got Passimian. We could go for knockoff, kill them, but they get Terra Fairy. Which I kind of think would be okay. I don't think Passimian looks that great. So let's just go into this and click knockoff. They have 5 ghost types, so yeah, we don't need to worry about like going for the fighting move. All right. Going Toadsquirrel, clicking Toxic. I want to get in Scovillain, but we're gonna take a lot. I don't want to go Mesprit, but I mean, would this be the best thing to go Mesprit versus anyways? What would I do? Just click rocks? Sure, what the heck? I don't know. Yeah, it's not too bad. Go for rocks. Let's see, they knock off. All right, then they definitely have Encore, probably. So I'll try and go hard Toedscruel. Okay, they double knocked off and they crit us. That's okay, I think. And I think we would kill them or do quite a bit with Leaf Storm, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Now they can spam recover. So I'm just gonna Toxic, I guess. As Leaf Storm would do more. We'll do one more Leaf Storm. Then I'll Toxic. Cool. And I'll Leaf Storm again. Now I think Scovillain can beat this. And actually, no, I don't think it could sweep, but be able to do some stuff. I don't think anybody wants to take a hit from this. Flamethrower. Oh, well that sucks. They have knockoff, or they have Will-O-Wisp and T-Wave. Okay, well, maybe Greedent could do something. Are they gonna defog? Are they gonna air slash? Are they gonna hex spam? I'm gonna try going into this. I don't know. I know that guy's paralyzed, but at the same time, if we do Trick Room, I guess we will be fast. Cool. I just clicked the knockoff. I'm not overthinking it. Nice. I'm still thinking they have Terra Fairy or something on stuff to immune the dark move, but it's definitely the best move to lock into. Same with versus this. Nice. And we're still alive. Okay, so Simeon should be pretty good. Then I don't. Oh, we knock him out with a crit. I was gonna say I don't think we would kill, but maybe we would. Does this guy have priority? It does. Okay. They have to have Poltergeist, right? If I Terra Fairy, I think that's fine. I think I'd rather be just a normal type with this. Oh, wait, they can't Poltergeist this anyways. So I should be good to click Trick Room. Because we have no item, so we're fine. We're max defense, and then we'll get Ingredient. We'll have the option to Terra. I don't think we're going to want to. Which makes me think like maybe we should just Terra this, but is there some situation where we would want to Terra Greedent into a ghost type? I don't think so. All right. Yeah, we're going to Terra Fairy. I think they learn knockoff too. And maybe they don't have Poltergeist, they have Shadow Claw. All right, we got a rematch. And our Toedscruel set worked out really well last time, but they didn't know what we were doing. So, yeah. I could lead Greedent and just knock off into this and get burned. It kind of sounds like not a terrible idea. But I really don't want them to get their thing, so I'm gonna lead Toedscruel. Could they lead Malamar? I can't remember. I think they went for knockoff last time. I'm just gonna leave Storm and pivot so we can switch in on webs potentially later. And then we are weak to dark, but it's a Malamar, so yeah, we're kind of fine. I could like U-turn or stealth rocks, then this guy's sash would be broken, but U-turn seems good because I think we'll kill them. All right, in comes this man. Then we'll go Toadscroll and poison something. What the Oh, I forgot. All right, so Toxic goes last because of Mycelium Might. That sucks. All right, so they're just the normal Rage Fist Primeape. Okay. And we did boost them once because we just U-turned on them. I do want to knock off their item. I don't know. Let's try Mesprit. Do we die to a +1 Rage Fist? I don't think Radiant's going to kill them. Mesprit, Primeape. +1. Oh, it doesn't do very much at all. I don't know if we ever showed Trick Room last time. I should go for Psychic Noise, I think. And now we've hit them twice and they're +2. Whoops, I didn't have that in the calc. All right, now it's in the calc. I think I'm going to Terra Fairy Trick Room. Okay. Now I want to kill them, but I also want to take advantage of the Trick Room. It's more important to hit them. Also, they can't attack if they kill us. Yeah. So now we can go Greedent and Belly Drum. They can't use Drain Punch. Okay. I kind of wish I killed them though, because they can still switch out. But they're gonna not have any boosts. Not gonna have any boosts, so it won't be as bad. All right, knockoff. Let's go Greedent. Okay, and Smeargle. I mean, I'm gonna click Earthquake. They're gonna get something here, but we can remove it. I'm gonna just click knockoff. Okay. I swear this should not matter. No, they Destiny bonded us. Frick, man. My poor Greedent. All right, well, Story Scarf Passimian's gonna kill this. Gonna kill this. This guy should die knockoff. This guy, maybe not. We can also U-turn. Probably kill things. This guy has the boots. I think that makes more sense than trying to like rapid spin or something. And yeah, we should be faster than this, I think. Unless they're max speed. If they're max speed, I think we might just lose because we've hit them a couple times, like 4 times. And knockoff should be good. Yeah, I think we click knockoff. All right, thank God they're not max speed. We have Toadscroll for this guy. I think we can knock off 2-hit KO Blossom. Malamar should die. They Terra'd, so I don't think Jolteon's going to kill Mabosstiff. We just crit them. I think I can go Toadscroll and Rapid Spin. Not sure if that was the play. Toxic, okay. Now we're just gonna go for some Rapid Spins. And I still think the play is to sack this, but yeah, I think that's fine. Then we can safely go into this. If they have a coverage move, we're dead. Okay, we're dead. Are they dead though? No. Oh no, we lose! Because yeah, we're slower than with this. I should have just double knocked. I should have just double knocked with Simeon. Dang it, man. Oh my god, I should have just close combated. What the frick, man? Well, they're gonna die, and then maybe Mabosstiff wins. I should have just close combated. So they're like super bulky. I don't know. I don't think Crunch kills. Oh, it does kill. All right, I think we do win then. No, I don't think we kill this. Oh, Mabosstiff win the game. Man, I should have close combated though. And I shouldn't have switched out. I was thinking I needed Passimian, but I think we didn't because we had Toadscroll for Jolteon, so I think we would have been fine. That was a mistake. Well, I think that's a good one to call it on. We got good amount of games, and the team overall worked pretty well. Ran into Smeargle 3 times out of our 5 games. Had a rematch, and yeah, Scovillain got to pull off the Sunny Day at some point. Greedent got to pull off a Belly Drum at some point. Scarf, Mesprit, or Scarf, Passimian, and Mesprit were decent pivots. Toadscroll was really, really fantastic. Having a lot of utility with these and the eject pact capabilities to pivot with Leaf Storm. And then Mabosstiff, I don't think it was bad. I think I should have done something different with it in one of the earlier games. I can't remember, but surprisingly tanky and quite strong. So if you're interested in trying out the team, I'll put a PokePaste in the description, and that'll be it. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.